When making your space, sometimes you have to just get out and get it done. We met with Dell earlier today. She gave us what we were supposed to get done, and bam, we execute. Sticks for the bathroom. That's how we do it.
I'm Cortisa, a wife and homeschooling mom of 5. I want to change lives one room at a time by building confidence, creating joy, and revitalizing hospitality. With 7 simple steps, I'll teach you how to make your space everything you've always dreamed it could be. Hey y'all, welcome to Make Your Space. I'm Cortisa.
And I'm Larry. Behind me right here is the door leading to our kids/guest bathroom. Now you're looking at a picture of how incredibly bland this room is. However, by the end of this episode, we are going to transform this room into something very, very special. So you are going to want to stay till the end to see the reveal.
Absolutely. We are going to show you how we used Step 7 of our 7 simple steps to transform this space. Step 7 is shop for the items you need based on your plan. Now, hopefully in Step 6, when you met with your designer, you took really good notes because you're going to need them when you go shopping.
Hey, how come you never take notes when I'm talking? I mean, I say some pretty cool stuff. I just can't remember a lot of it.
You know what, babe? I'm going to get right on that.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
But for now, let us show you how we used our 7 simple steps, primarily Step 7, to transform this kids' guest bathroom into something special.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Welcome to our shopping excursion. It is really fun. I am really enjoying myself. How about you? Happy New Year!
Okay, here we are shopping, trying to find a low wicker tray for our bathroom. Now, this is a low wicker tray and it's round, which is what I was preferring. However, the color is too light. So I'm gonna have to keep looking, but this definitely has the shape and the texture of what I'm looking for. But that happens when you're shopping, so that's why you have to make sure you have your list with you and everything close by so you remember all the specifics of what you're looking for.
Okay, this ends up being the best shopping trip ever, and I'd like to say for a lot of different reasons, but the real reason is this behind me. Everyone has a Kindle. I'd like to say it was my amazing parenting skills, or, something I've been working on with the boys. It just wasn't. It was none of that, as a matter of fact. It was the Kindles. We love shopping. It's a group event. Lots of fun.
Hey y'all, we're here trying to make some of my home decor dreams come true with a little DIY magic. Now, I really wanted to replace the mirror in our guest/kids bathroom, but it wasn't in the budget. So I found this really cool idea on Pinterest. You can see the picture here. There's some stained wood around the mirror, and that's what I'm attempting to do here. Believe it or not, I've done a ton of DIY projects, but never ever have I stained before. So this will be my first time, so you'll be joining me on this journey. The closest I've come is the project that we did in the schoolroom. We bought some inexpensive wood like we did here, and what I did was I took some flat paint and I just did a dry brush technique to let it just soak into the wood, and it turned out beautifully. So I'm hoping that my magic will work again on this project because I really, really need it to. With this project, the pieces of wood have already been cut for me by my hilarious, handsome, handyman husband, Larry, who I love dearly. I would not be able to do any of my projects in this home without him. He is amazing. So he's cut my wood for me, and all I need to do is stain it and seal it. Make sure you always seal wood that you bring into your home, especially if the area that you're putting it in has a lot of high moisture and humidity like a bathroom. So after I'm done with the staining process, I will then seal it. If you're anything like me, I have to admit and be completely transparent and honest with you, I do not like DIY projects. I really don't. But you know what I do like? What I actually love is a beautiful home finished under budget. That is what I love, and that's what DIY does for me. So let's get started. Okay, I've finished just the first side of my first piece of wood, and a couple of things you want to keep in mind is one, once you start the staining process and the rubbing on, you want to keep going to make sure that it's applied evenly. If you have any drips or excess, you need to rub that in nice and good, otherwise you will have an uneven application. And then you also want to make sure that you just keep an eye on it to see if it's the depth that you're looking for, because if it's not, you just want to continue applying a little bit more stain to get a deeper color. Hey y'all, here's my handsome, hilarious handyman husband, Larry. He's putting in some knobs in our kid and guest bathroom.
And as you can see, we have no toilet in here. I'm covering it up right now. We don't want that to be on the shot. So just pretend that we have a bathroom without a toilet, because we're really cool that way. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I want to just share one quick tip. When I'm putting in these poles or hanging pictures or whatever I do, I always do my measurements a lot, over and over and over. So I'll probably measure something 4, 5, 6 times, because even though these are cheap, they're going to look really cool because they're going to be in perfect alignment. So make sure that you take the extra time to measure, and so everything is in order. Geometrically, it looks great. I bought this years ago and have used it almost every time I hang anything. It makes a huge difference because there's something calming about things being in order. And if you have them in order, then they'll be fantastic. And no matter how inexpensive they are, they'll look great.
Hey guys, I'm here with my interior designer, Del Karp from Del Karp Interiors.
Hi,
Hey,
good to
Del.
be with you again, Corteza. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to help me, as you always do. You save me. We need to finish up this kids and guest bathroom. So Del is going to help me with some questions that I have for some of the finishing touches. So Del, hooks for towels. I need hooks to hang bath towels. What finish should I use?
Well, first of all, let me just say it's always okay to mix finishes. That used to be a taboo years ago, but now there's so many choices, and finishes don't always have to match.
Okay.
So you and Larry have done a great job adding the hardware to the vanity. I love the fact that it has a natural twine to it, and yet it's still functional and works well for the kids.
Okay.
But for the hooks, let's do an oil rub bronze.
Okay, got
because
it.
that will tie back into the darker elements of the frames and the natural elements that are going in the room.
Perfect. So now with my vanity, have a large space, 2 sinks. I want something in the middle. I feel like I need something there. So what should I do?
Well, you've done a good job. Again, you've got your 2 sinks. Something tall in the center would be wonderful. And
Okay.
a vase is always a nice element to add there. So I would add kind of a smoky glass to add reflection from the mirror. And then, again, tall sticks, bringing in that natural element.
Okay.
Something probably with a little bit of curvy line, maybe a little thicker branch
Okay.
to the stem. Yes.
Got it. All right. Now above the toilet, I have that.
You have a shelf,
Yeah,
right?
that shelf.
Right.
Right now, all I have in it are towels.
Okay.
What else needs to go there to finish it?
Well, let's add some candles.
Okay.
Some candles with maybe a birch style covering around it.
Okay.
The light would be nice if guests wanted to light them for taking a nice tub bath. 2 or 3 of those in varying heights would work. And then also you're going to need something in the middle of the shelf. And I have the perfect thing for you.
Okay.
My dad was a wood carver
Uh-huh.
and a furniture maker, and he has made these beautiful birds that are sculptural and just perfect. They're wood, and I would love to gift that to you to put in the center of your shelf.
Really?
Yes, it'll be perfect.
Love
It'll
it.
be
That
perfect.
would be beautiful.
Yes.
It would go so cool with the birds that we already have
Yes,
there. Oh,
I'd love for you to
that.
have it.
And you know, this is something I had mentioned in one of our previous episodes, that when you're making your space, try to have a piece, at least one, in the room that has some sort of special meaning for you. Something created by somebody that you know, or somebody that, your favorite artist, but just something that's meaningful, so that every time you enter the space, it will remind you of the feeling that you have and the connection with that piece in that room.
I love that,
Yeah, the
Corteza.
thing I have this really cute, you know me, I always have to have something quirky and unexpected in every space.
Sure.
And so in this space, I have this fun little wall hanging, and it's kind of funny. And so since it is a kids and guest bathroom, but the issue that I have with it is that the green doesn't quite match the green that's in the bathroom. And I'm wondering if it's too off to be there, if I should eliminate it, or if I could maybe, I had an idea to make some changes to it. I thought about maybe getting some fabric paint and just kind of drawing over the thread to kind of make it a
Right.
darker color.
Right.
But I don't know if it's going to work, and I'm really afraid to mess it up.
I'm
So,
afraid for you to do that too because
Okay.
it's too cute. You've shown it to me. It's adorable and it is very kid appropriate for the bathroom.
Okay.
So where we're thinking of placing it, there is a towel hanging bar right there.
Yep.
So why don't we, instead of putting the accent citron green towels there, why don't we add the dark gray over there?
Oh, that's a great
and
idea.
that way the colors won't fight.
Perfect.
No problem
Thank
there.
you
You're
again
welcome.
for
I love
everything.
working with you. It's fun.
You help me create the wow factor in my home. You really do. You help me pull it all together, and I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hey y'all, here we are on shopping trip number 2. You saw us last night with our buddies shopping for a few things that we had on our list after meeting with our designer. We met with Dell again today, and now we need to finish up a couple of things. But really quickly, I just wanted to share with you where we started with this kids and guests bathroom. In step 1, as you know, of our 7 simple steps, if you have been with us and if you haven't, step 1 is function. So we determined that this space needed to function as a bathroom for both our kids and our guests. So that means it had 2 very different dual functions. And then secondly, we looked at our resources and our limitations.
Yeah, so in the resources and limitations, we didn't really have much for this bathroom. As far as resources, we're going to really start from scratch, basically. Limitations on it, everything is builder grade in there, very blah, very boring style bathroom. And so we started off just letting our daughters pick the next step.
Yeah, they chose the shower curtain, which helped us to determine the color palette for the space. Now, what I told them, I gave them some really clear instructions. I said, this is how I want the bathroom needs to feel. We need to be and we need to keep in mind that this is a bathroom for kids and adults. So I didn't want the bathroom to be too kiddish, and I didn't want it to be too mature. Also, we have girls and boys, so we didn't want the bathroom to feel too masculine or too feminine. So it needed to be really neutral and transitional. So I told the girls, I gave them those instructions. They picked out a really cool shower curtain, and that became the basis for our color palette. And then I wanted to make the bathroom, it has no windows, and it's small, so I wanted to make it feel bigger and brighter. So I was looking for, I knew I needed to paint it a new color. And what I did was, it was so funny, I stumbled across a card at Sherwin-Williams that had a room painted, a bedroom, but it had the exact same colors that we have in our bathroom and that are in the shower curtain.
Does it look like I'm driving right now and not paying attention and looking at the road?
Totally does, which is
Isn't it super cool?
Not smart.
No, it's awesome. Woo! No hands. Woo!
So that's how I chose the paint color for the space.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Do you have this in an off-wheat? Oh, how about a dark rice?
Hey y'all, here we are at one of my favorite home decor places. I came with my specifics from Dell in our meeting, and it helped me to get to both my items right away. So that's another tip in step 7 of going shopping. Make sure you have your detailed list, or you have your picture for inspiration, so that you know exactly what you're looking for. And some days it'll be a winner and you'll find exactly what you need right away. Some days they won't have it and you'll have to keep looking. But at least you know what you want, so that you can get to it much, much faster.
This is absolutely amazing. I love this frame. I love my dog. This is so cute. This is so whimsical. It is going to bring a great element of fun to our home. Now, do we have a dog? Absolutely not. But you know, I could keep either this picture in there, or I could just put a picture of one of my children in here too. This is going to be so fantastic in our home. And you know what? This was 50% off. Score! Sometimes you find what you need outside the store. We need some sticks or some natural looking grass for the bathroom. Right here in the parking lot, we found ourselves a fantastic score. I'm gonna go get some right now. This is the moment that everyone's been waiting for, the time of the great reveal. Now, you've been very diligent to stay through the entire video. I hope you've learned some things, some good stuff for you. But now let's take a look at this amazing bathroom.
I'm so happy about how everything came together. We were able to get all but 3 of the items in this bathroom on sale or clearance. It helped us transform this space for very little money. Remember earlier in the video, we were looking for a wicker tray? Well, we decided to scrap that idea, as you can see, because functionally, we didn't need it, and it wouldn't work as well as we thought with the little ones. But that's okay. That happens sometimes when you're making your space. Often, Plan B can be just as good, if not better, than Plan A. So babe, what do you think of the space?
It is amazing!
I think so too.
Yeah, I absolutely love this space. What's your favorite part about this space?
I actually have 3 favorite things. I love the hand-carved bird by Dell's father, who's no longer with us. I think that's pretty special. I love the wood trim around the window, around the mirror. I love the way it turned out. I think that's probably the biggest transformation of the space. And then of course, the wall hanging with the toothbrush and the toilet paper. It makes me laugh and helps me to keep life in perspective.
Yeah, perspective is very, very important. So my favorite thing in the room is the vase. I love the sticks in the vase. It's going to give all the guests that come and stay at our home and walk into this bathroom the feel of being in a spa, and I just absolutely love that. So, But before we go, I do have one thing I need to bring up to your attention.
Okay.
It's kind of awkward, but I don't want to call it an obsession, but I do feel like it is becoming something that we do need to address.
Okay.
So if I could just have you step to the side, please.
Sure.
Bam, there it is. Birds, ladies and gentlemen. We have designed and decorated this entire house, and birds have figured out a way to get into almost every room in our home.
What?
You're seeing a collage now of all the birds that we have in our house, and this is becoming a bit of a concern for me. I do not want you to become one of those crazy old bird ladies.
I did not intend to become a crazy bird lady. It just happened that they just happened to fit in the right spots. I didn't even realize I was choosing birds. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to prove that you have started to become a crazy old bird. Bird ladies are always ready for any mess that might happen from their birds.
He planted that in there.
No.
You know what? We
Unbelievable.
created an environment of nature here, and we have yellow, blues, and greens as our color palette downstairs, which makes the birds, reminds them of the sun and the sky and the trees, and they just feel like they can fly free in our space.
Okay, so we'll have a further discussion on that, but until we see you next time, enjoy making your space. No, seriously, honey, we've got to take a look at that. I just left a local shopping establishment, a place that I've been to many times, and well, the service today was less than phenomenal. I'll leave it at that. But I also like to keep something else in mind while I'm shopping other than my shopping experience, and that is the people that are working there, because they have life going on just like I do. They have frustrations, they have things they're excited about or nervous about as well. So I try to smile, share a little joke with them, ask them something about themselves to try to uplift their day. And that's a wonderful way for me to not only find the right thing when I'm trying to make our space, but also to leave the folks that I meet each day feeling better about themselves and about their day. And that really makes me feel better about my day as well. So think about that when you're out shopping, even if you've had a long day and you're a little bit tired. You can uplift somebody else and make their day while you're making your space.